Here is an Elluminate session that I started up already. In this session I want to talk about how we can actually display our presentation. In the middle of the screen we're seeing what we call our whiteboard. This is actually what our users are seeing at the moment. And we're going to talk about how we can upload a presentation that I want to deliver. Just down here you'll see a button that if you hover over it says load a presentation. And clicking on this will allow us to load it either after the current screen, so in other words I don't want the student to see it till I'm ready. Before we'll put it previous to this screen, or obviously I can replace the screen. Subtopic is not something I'd recommend you use, and for that reason I'm not going to go through describing it. I'm going to say after the current screen. The file types this actually supports are either the OpenOffice or the PowerPoint. Please try and avoid PowerPoint X, and sadly Keynote won't work, but in Keynote you can save as a PowerPoint file. Now I'm a Mac user and that's exactly what I've done. If I go into my presentations folder, my Moodle presentations, here are all my Keynote files. You notice they're grayed out, but I can upload a PowerPoint. If your files aren't showing, make sure you're choosing the kind of file that you want. Here we go, PowerPoint, there are the OpenOffice I was talking about, or you might just have a set of images. So here I go. Now again, I'd recommend you stay with the default here. Going higher might be an issue if people have smaller screens, so 1024x768 is pretty good. I'm just going to click OK, and it's now going to start importing those slides. This process will take a while, depending on how many slides that you have. Mine is a significant presentation, so we're going to skip ahead in just a second. You can see now that the PowerPoint is being converted into a format that Elluminate can recognize, and it's not that tardy a process. Now my presentation is loaded. We can tell because the loading screens have disappeared, and I can also now see that I have 58 screens. The screen is still blank because I said to load it after the current screen. Before I move forward, I also want to highlight that up the top here in the top right it says follow moderator. This means that the users, the participants, are being forced to follow the clicks as I do them. If we want to allow people to go on their own, we can allow roam. But again, we don't want to do that at the moment, so I'm going to stay with follow moderator. By clicking on my next button here, I can now show my first slide. In fact, I can now go forward and back as I need to around the slides to actually deliver my presentation. As I click next, that screen is now being loaded on all our participants' screens. That's how we upload a presentation. If you have any questions, please make sure you contact us.